So we've had this influx of new clients, which has been pretty nice in some ways. And what I do is I keep a track of everybody that kind of comes in that's new. And I want to find out, well, you know, how old are they, you know, how much are they worth? But more importantly, I want to know what is the main reason why they decided to seek out a financial advisor. And in more than 90% of the cases over the last year and a half, it's retirement. That's kind of the issue, is how am I going to ever be able to retire? What do I need to do to protect myself? Those are by far the strongest issues that we're seeing in our practice, and I'm sure that's true universally, which is probably why we also have a pretty nice group here. Frankly, when I'm talking to my clients, I'm really most concerned about them not running out of money. Estate planning and money to kids is a secondary consideration for me. It might not be for them, and then we'll plan accordingly, but from my perspective, and I'm rather opinionated on the subject, I'm a lot more concerned with my clients not running out of money than that their kids get some money. Get a job, you know? So, oh, we like that. I like that too. There are three key factors to having a successful retirement plan. Okay. One is how you allocate your assets. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Stocks, bonds, real estate, commodities, you know, how you allocate your assets, and that is within your control. The second is how much you spend, right, your expenses, right? And that is also within your control. Even though your spouse might say it's not, you know, it is definitely within your control, right? The third is market volatility, and that's completely outside of your control. So how do we address this? Is there a process? Are there some methodologies that we can follow so that we don't run out of money? Or so that we at least minimize the risk of running out of money? Obviously, we can't control everything, but we can do some things that can help. I want to provide my clients with income when they've changed from getting their income from a paycheck to getting their income from a portfolio. If I say I'm a financial planner, what's the first question people ask me? Any guesses?
What's the stock market going to do?
What's the stock market going to do? That's very good. That's very close, right? It's like, where should I invest my money, right? And that's the first question people ask, and it is the last question that people should be asking when they're approaching this retirement planning or this investment planning process. I live in Los Angeles, and you know, the public schools are, they leave something to be desired, right? And so a lot of people feel they need to send their kids to private school. And you send your kids to private school, that's expensive. And you have 3 kids, and they're all going to private school from K through 12. I mean, it's a killer, right? And so, I mean, I regularly talk to doctors. You know, they're making, you know, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, have 3 kids in private school. They will never be able to retire. And the very first thing that you need to do to determine this is come up with, what is this number? How much income do you need? Right? What are your expenses? And you want to know what your expenses are going to be in retirement. You can't know what your expenses are going to be in retirement if you don't know what you're spending now. Right? And in my experience, I've been doing this 25 years, nobody knows what they spend. We have a concept that is called sustainable withdrawal, W-A-L, rate, the SWR, okay? This is our portfolio. We want to know, what is our sustainable withdrawal rate? And I understand this concept best if I say it backwards, right? What is the rate at which we can withdraw from a portfolio that is sustainable, right? Make sense?